Sloppy talk.
Joe, what's going on, man? What you been? It's been 2 weeks since the last episode. What have you been up to?
How's it going, the Cato Kid? What have I been up to? Gosh, I can barely remember.
I know, it's been so long.
I can barely remember the past 2 weeks. Like, we were trying to put together the notes for this video, and we kind of put together like what movies we watched, right?
Yeah.
I had a heck of a time just remembering what 2 movies I watched. I couldn't even remember.
I had the same exact thing. I had to ask a girlfriend. I was like, what did we watch last Sunday? And she's like, I don't even know. So I had to check the entire library to see what I watched last week. And I was like, oh, okay. That movie was really unforgettable. But we'll talk about that when it comes to the movie section. What's going on in Statue Review, man?
Well, yeah, my brain is fried there too. No, so not much. Not much. You know, I did have that unboxing of the Scarecrow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think that was in the past 2 weeks. We haven't talked since then. So I had the unboxing of the Scarecrow that I just completely messed up.
Why? Oh yeah. Because I remember reading the comments that you put the scythe on wrong.
Yeah, I put the it's actually not a scythe. It's a sickle.
Reaper? Oh, sickle. Sorry, that's
sickle. Sickle is a handheld. Scythe is the double-handed kind of Grim Reaper blade.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that wasn't a big getting that wrong wasn't the big thing. I mean, putting the arm on wrong was the big thing. But the guy's got so many. His magnets are so strong because usually you just know you put an arm into place, you just know if it's right or wrong.
Yeah,
but his magnets are so strong, I didn't even know that it was wrong. And I was looking at during the unboxing, the sickle's right in my face the entire time because it's in the wrong spot.
Yeah,
and I didn't even notice. And then actually broke the statue in 2 places during the I broke the belt during the unboxing.
Yeah, I watched it. I saw you broke the belt.
I think I broke it because I think I heard a boom when it broke, and I think I just did because it's wrapped, the statue itself is wrapped in plastic, right? And so you're trying to take it out of the box. I don't know that fragile belt is there, and I must have grabbed it with my finger and it popped off. But I got it fixed. I think your eagle eye would still be able to tell instantly where it was broken.
How'd you put it together? How'd you fix it?
Just glue? Just super glue.
Okay.
And then when I was trying to fix the belt, I just set the statue down on the table, and the back of his shoe broke. It's really he's really got a lot of, and I didn't even bonk it down or anything. I set it down and it kind of rolled a little bit, and I was like, oh shit, I broke another piece. Got a lot of fragile little pieces that come off of him that if you grab it wrong or you set it down wrong or anything like that, it's gonna mess it up. But anyway, I fixed those. You can't tell that the boot was broken. You can tell if you look closely. You have to look closely to see that the belt was broken. But so I did that. The statue looks a lot better in person than it does on camera or photos. I haven't seen really anybody take good photos of it, and video, it only looks okay. So once I take photos with the Sony, we'll see if I can capture it. But it actually, after unboxing started going up, it actually waitlisted. So a lot of people started picking it up. And then Mr. Freeze, the next one that'll be coming, he actually waitlisted too. So this line is kind of getting popular after some YouTubers started doing their unboxings of it. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's really cool. An episode of Statue Talk. It's really was a really dead week this week. But I think my shortest episode ever. Just not a lot of statues coming out. I even threw in a bunch of filler, like previously released Prime 1 statues are now up on Sideshow again. So I put those up too, and it's had a hot toy in there, and
I gotta check how long this is.
I talked a little bit about DC Collectibles because that was affected by the Warner Brothers layoffs, and
we'll talk about later.
It's just maybe I think it's still under 30 minutes, which I'm trying to get Statue Talk to be around 30 minutes anyway. But had to do some fill to get this one to 30 minutes.
Interesting. Cool. Well, moving on. Joe, what's this DC fandom that's happening, I guess, next week on the 20th?
Yeah, so DC fandom is the is DC's substitute, and I guess Warner Brothers
for like Comic-Con too.
Substitute for Comic-Con.
Okay.
So they're having it starts on August 20th. So next Saturday at actually 22nd is next Saturday at 10 a.m. So they're having there's a website you go to, and then it has the there's like a main hall, like a hall of heroes. That's where they're going to have a bunch of panels. And then they have like a watch-verse, which you'll be able to watch some DC stuff, and just a fun verse, a kid's verse, etc. But the one we want to talk about is the Hall of Heroes, because that's where like the big panels, like that you would see at San Diego Comic-Con, all the upcoming big stuff is going to be coming out. So I want to talk a little bit about that schedule, and let's see what we're excited about, what we're not excited about. Yeah. Just looking at the schedule itself, there are reveals for some exciting stuff. But let's go through the list, not the whole list, because whole list
walk it through me, because I don't have the list, so I'm kind of curious to see what's going on.
Yeah, so it starts at 10 a.m. and they're gonna have like a collectible stuff there. So even though like so what had happened, Kato, is Warner Brothers had massive layoffs.
Okay. And is there a reason why?
Well,
the pandemic.
I mean, they're not going to tell us why. I mean, you have layoffs when you're losing money, right?
True. Yeah.
All these companies are losing money. Warner Brothers, Disney, everybody's losing money due to the pandemic, right? So I'm sure this is due to that. Warner Brothers isn't releasing any movies or anything. I'm sure they're losing money, and they don't have the Disney war chest, I don't think, that they can fall back on. Or, Disney opens its theme parks and all of a sudden you have revenue again, right?
Yeah.
So that affected a big hit on the DC, like the DC, what's that DC streaming channel?
CW.
No. That's the TV channel. DC Universe?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, that's no more.
Wait, really? Yeah, because I heard they're merging with HBO Max, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but at first when they announced HBO Max, they're like, yeah, DCU is going to be its own thing still, but that's not going to happen. Yeah. But anyway, so they're still having their San Diego Comic-Con. So it's going to start at 10 a.m. on Saturday. First panel up is Wonder Woman 1984.
Okay. Cool. Yeah.
I'm not very excited for this movie. I'll watch it.
It should have been out already, technically.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, of course.
It got delayed to the end of the year or something, yeah.
Even though I like Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and the first one was pretty good comic book movie, and I like the DCEU. I don't know, I'm just not looking. Maybe I'm a little bit burnt out on superhero movies. Do you feel burnt out on superhero movies?
Yeah, I think so too, because you know me, I haven't really liked the Marvel movies since Winter Soldier, so
yeah. And then at 10:30, so the next panel after that is one we'll both be looking forward to. That's the Warner Brothers Games Montreal announcement.
Oh, nice. Is that the night of that's the night of the Owls or something like that, right?
It'll be a Court of the Owls, the new Batman game from Games Montreal.
I'll definitely be checking that out. Yeah, I'll be working during this panel, but I'll definitely be watching it on the side for sure.
And so we'll finally get to see that game. And then they have
is this thing going to be free?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. Cool.
Yeah.
So I was curious if we had to pay like $1 or something to watch this.
So at 12, then they're going to have a Suicide Squad panel.
Oh.
I imagine that's for the sequel. I still haven't watched Birds of Prey. You watched Birds of Prey?
Yeah, it was so bad, dude.
My wife and my daughter like it. I don't really trust your reviews of videos anyway.
Ugh. Well, you like Suicide Squad, so I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, well, it was good. It wasn't great. At 2:00, they have a surprise DC Comics panel.
Okay, so comic book. Okay.
Yeah. At 2:45, they have a panel for the Snyder Cut Justice League.
Yeah, I've been seeing a little bit of it on Twitter. I think he like showing that he's working on it right now or something. It'd be awesome if they like he threw out like a trailer. I think that'd be like perfect timing right now to hype everything up.
Actually found out that because I'm a Comcast subscriber, I still pay for cable like an idiot.
Yeah,
I do get HBO. We do get HBO Max automatically if you have it.
Oh, really?
On your cable, yeah. So I have like the biggest package on cable. I have HBO and all the channels.
Yeah, that's true because when I was over at your house, you always have like all the channels to watch. That makes sense.
So I do get HBO Max automatically. I don't have to pay separately for it, which is cool. So definitely looking forward to that panel. Yeah. Then they have a Black Adam panel at 3.
Not really excited.
The Rock as Black Adam.
Yeah,
I'll watch that.
Yeah,
and they have Aquaman at 4.
I still haven't watched the first one. I just heard it was terrible.
Oh, you should. It is terrible. But the thing is, it made so much money, and everybody says they loved it.
Yeah.
And my wife and I watched it. My wife usually likes most things.
Well, it's because she really likes Jason Momoa, doesn't she?
Yeah, she likes Bird of Prey, right? Which you hated. She did not like Aquaman.
Wow, really? Okay.
I did not like Aquaman either. And then let's see, 4:30 they have Shazam. Shazam
2?
Just says Shazam.
Oh,
I assume it's Shazam 2.
Because isn't Black Adam villain of Shazam?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
And then at 5:30, and there's a panel at 5. I want to talk about that last. At 5:30, they have the Batman panel.
Oh, yes.
So that'll be.
I really want to see something from it. Give me a trailer. Give me something.
Give me a teaser. Probably a teaser.
Give me like 15 seconds. Yeah, 15 seconds of him just with the full suit or something. Because we technically already seen it, but not too much of it. It was like the red light and whatnot. It was a little hype. Everybody was ripping him up for it, but I think it would be cool.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. But then at 5 o'clock, okay, we have the Rocksteady video game panel,
this is the Suicide Squad, Joe. I don't want it.
Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League from Rocksteady.
Okay, Kill the Justice League. Okay, I just thought it was a Suicide Squad, but Kill the Justice League. Okay, that seems could be promising. And we're gonna see. No.
They need to flip these. WB Games Montreal needs to make Suicide Squad, and Rocksteady needs to make Batman. They need to flip these. Which game are you more hyped for? Batman Court of Owls, the sequel to Arkham Origins, or Suicide Squad?
Court of Owls.
Who's asking for a Suicide Squad game?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't looking forward to it. It's like, but it says to kill a Justice League, so I'm thinking we're gonna have the whole Justice League in it, right? It wouldn't make sense. So it could be pretty hyped, honestly.
Suicide Squad game.
Yeah.
What character do you want to play it?
So I'm
as a Suicide Squad.
So if I was Rocksteady, right, in my mind, this is what I would do. It would be like you play as Deadshot, Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, blah blah blah, and each character would go after one specific Justice League member, or the whole squad goes for a whole member. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But it's like, for example, it would be like Harley versus Batman. We'll do Killer Croc versus Superman, Deadshot versus Green Lantern or something. That's what I'm thinking would maybe make me interested into the game. Just saying. If they make it rated R too, that'd be pretty cool. I'm willing to see people die.
Look, I'll play it. I ain't buying no collector's edition.
But you never know. See, you know how we go. Once we see a trailer, it's either we're in or we're out. You know what I mean? They haven't given us a trailer yet, so we're gonna have to wait until our trailer to see.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
trailer. We'll get that trailer at 5 p.m.
Just title wise, I would go Court of the Owls for sure.
Yeah, Batman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Even though Rocksteady kind of keeps kicking WB Games Montreal in the ass by not including Origins in their upgraded collection, right?
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised about that.
Arkham Origins was a good game. I liked it.
Could have made it like a no. There's already a trilogy, so that would be a quadrilogy.
It doesn't matter. That's like a prequel. So, but yeah, a lot of good panels. That's on Saturday. They will have some like XM Studios is going to have some pre-orders during that time.
Okay, cool.
So there's
have we already seen it or?
Yeah, actually, that would have been great
for like a review,
I shot Statue Talk on Friday night. I shoot it on Friday night, and like Saturday early morning, they released full pics of the Batman and the Joker.
Ah, nice.
So Statue Talk only has teasers, and then by the time the next Statue Talk comes around, we'll talk about the full photos. We'll get to see the full photos on Statue Talk just day after DC Fandom. But so XM Studios is putting up for pre-order their new Samurai Batman and their Samurai Joker. On the 22nd at 10 a.m. too.
Okay, cool, nice.
And so that's what it is. You're going to be working.
Yeah, I'll be working, but I'm pretty sure I'll be able to watch that on the side.
Sucker.
And then we'll talk about it next episode, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right, so Kato, what have you been watching? You said you had a hard time remembering what movies you were watching.
Yeah,
you said you were going to watch The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
Yes, so I ended up watching that the day after we shot the last episode. And you haven't seen it yet, right? Yeah. I would just, because I remember when texting you without like spoilers or anything like that, I was saying that I don't think it's as good as The Gentleman, but without this movie, The Gentleman wouldn't be as good as it is, if it makes sense. Because it pulls a lot from it, but made it better in Gentleman. That's the way I looked at it. So that's something I watched, and I thought it was okay.
I would have watched it, but I couldn't find it for free, and I didn't want to. Even though I waste money, I mean, if it was $5, it's a cup of coffee.
I'm surprised it wasn't on like Amazon Prime for like $1, because Amazon Prime's been having a lot of sales lately.
Nah, I couldn't find it anywhere. I couldn't find it anywhere for cheap.
Yeah. So I watched that. The next thing was my cousin came over. What was it? Thursday night, and we kind of have like a bonding thing where we watch like a horror film. And we ended up watching a new movie called The Host. I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's basically like a bunch of college kids or something like that. They summon, my cousin said a medium. I don't know if that's what it is, or a median or something like that. So there's like a lady who like does a seance, and they're like in a like a, so it's in, yeah, median. Okay, so then they're like on a Zoom call, because this was shot during the pandemic, so they're all on Zoom talking to each other, and then so they summoned a demon, and then I don't want to ruin the rest of the movie, but yeah, that's we ended up watching that, and I thought it was weird, and it was kind of short, but good that it was short. I don't know, because so you know how like horror movies usually in the beginning it's like really, really slow, and then during mid to the end it starts picking up, people start dying and whatnot. So this one's the fact that the movie was only like 55 minutes. It was like 10 minutes of intro just to introduce the characters, and then bam, it's like something starts happening already. It really reminds me of the Paranormal Activity movies, which me and my cousin, we have like a really huge bonding over. So yeah, it was kind of cool to watch that together and see how that was. And then for me, I did watch. I finished. I don't know if last episode if I told you that I finished the Batman animated series. Did I tell you that?
I know you told me that. I don't know if you told the listeners that.
Yeah, so I finished the Batman animated series and currently on Batman Beyond now. Just finished the first season, actually. And I don't know if this is true or not, but I have a feeling Kevin Conroy is going to come back to make Batman Beyond the animated series again. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling. Anyways. And then the last movie that I watched recently that I totally forgot, which I had to ask my girlfriend because she was like, what the hell did we watch? I ended up watching a Glass with what's his name?
McAvoy.
I know. Yeah. McAvoy, Samuel L. Jackson, and the guy that plays Die Hard. Yeah, Bruce Willis. Yeah. So yeah, we watched that movie.
The guy who plays Die Hard? Don't you mean the guy who plays John McClane?
Sure. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, we watched that movie and I was alright. Wasn't great.
I've seen
terrible, but
so I've seen Unbreakable, and then I saw.
I thought Split was pretty good.
Yeah, I saw Split. James McAvoy, which I liked. It was pretty good. I started to watch Glass, and I fell asleep. It doesn't
suck you in, right? It just it was really slow, and very confusing and weird. Yeah.
So out of those 3 movies, which one is Split?
Split, yeah, I would say
better than Unbreakable.
I didn't really like Unbreakable. I guess I'm not a huge Bruce Willis fan. I guess I've seen some movies with him in it, but most of them are kind of terrible.
Are you an M. Night Shyamalan fan?
Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Shyamalan.
No, I don't even think any of his movies that I've seen. I don't think they're any good besides Split. Split was okay. It wasn't an amazing movie, but it was okay.
The movie I really like.
What?
Signs. Mel Gibson.
I never
seen that one.
Is it good?
I like it.
Okay, I'll check it out.
About an alien invasion.
Okay.
I might watch that. If I can find it for free, I might watch that tonight.
Yeah, because the first movie that I was introduced to him to watch was Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think he's the one who. Have you seen that? You seen that, right? Yeah, it was, dude. That was terrible. Like, cause I grew up watching the cartoon on Nickelodeon, and then when this came out, I was like, oh, that's gonna be so cool. Well, I'm so glad I didn't go watch it in theaters. But when I finished it, I was like, dude, this is so bad. I honestly thought he would quit directing for the rest of his life because that movie was so bad.
You don't know what happened. I think making a movie is like one of the hardest things to do.
Oh yeah,
and you know, you have budgets, you have studios and executives, testing, and to actually make a good movie, I think is extremely difficult. Oh, yeah. And I think the fact that, you know, if a director makes a dud movie, may not necessarily be their fault, but we kind of attribute it to them entirely. Yeah. But it could not be their fault. Could be a producer or movie executive or
something. The studio usually, that's what it is. Because honestly, I didn't know Split was made by him. That's the thing. So I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender, and then I watched Split, you know, a couple of years later, and then I finished the movie, and I was like, who directed this? And I was like, oh, M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. I was like, okay, it's interesting.
Yeah, when they released Split, nobody knew it was a sequel to Unbreakable.
Yeah.
They didn't market it as a sequel.
You spoiled it now, but yeah.
I mean, everybody knows now.
The movie was
because the third movie has come out, and so once Glass comes out, you're like, oh, Split was a sequel. Okay, I guess I got to watch it now.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah. So Joe, what about you, man? That's what I've been watching. What have you been watching?
So I watched 2 movies. I watched Doctor Sleep.
Okay, so that's a sequel to Here's Johnny, right?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah. So how was it?
Sequel to The Shining.
Yeah, The Shining.
With Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to watch it, but I had a feeling it didn't look good. Because this is the thing. I remember when I forgot what movie we were watching, but I literally like got out of my seat and I looked over to your wife and I was like, "Is this what I think it is?" And she's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh shit!" Because we watched The Shining. I think we all watched The Shining together. So yeah, I remember your wife was really hyped for that movie.
Yeah, so this is a sequel. Obviously, it's not made by the same person, but it's kind of like a sequel because Stanley Kubrick's original kind of Stephen King actually doesn't like the movie because it strayed a little bit too far from his book. Mm-hmm. But this one,
I haven't seen the TV show one.
Yeah, but this one is kind of like a sequel to the movie and the book.
Okay.
So stylistically, it's kind of like a sequel to the movie, and you know, the looks of the characters is like a sequel to the movie, but it also takes some of the story elements from the book instead of from the movie.
Okay.
But I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I recommend it. I thought it was really good. I liked it.
Okay.
My daughter liked it. My wife liked it.
Yeah.
Good.
Just the red rum thing. Yeah. Okay. I'll definitely check it out then. Yeah, because I remember the girlfriend's been wanting to watch it too. Because I like Obi, honestly. I'm really hyped for his TV show or movie or whatever they're going to do.
And then the other movie I watched was Rambo Last Blood.
So how many Rambo movies are there?
I think this is
the fourth one?
5.
5? There's 5 Rambo
Number
movies?
5. And Sylvester Stallone is old as shit, but I still like this movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. So Rambo's back. And it says Last Blood, right? So it's supposed to be the last movie.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's right. That's what they say. So some of the writing in it, some of the conversations between the characters are a little like, I don't know what's going on. Like, doesn't make no sense to me. But then it's an 80s action movie, and Rambo starts killing everybody, and then it's just a gore fest. So if you like 80s action movies, it's a good movie to watch. But the story was a little bit wonky. But I still had fun with it. If they make another one, I'm in. I didn't have to pay for this. This was free on Amazon Prime. I don't know if I would have paid for it.
Exactly.
I don't know if I would have paid for it, but I'm definitely glad I watched it. Okay, was there one more movie that you watched?
What's that?
Wild Stallions.
Oh no, I didn't watch it yet.
Oh,
I downloaded it, but I haven't watched it yet.
I thought you were gonna watch Bill and Ted.
I was going to, but I just didn't have time because we're getting the floors redone on Monday. So I went to go yesterday. I was too busy. I was gonna watch it last night, but I had to go to Home Depot to pick up 56 cartons of vinyl. So yeah, I didn't have time, unfortunately.
Oh,
but yeah, I'll definitely watch that for
isn't it? Yeah. Isn't that fun?
Yeah,
those vinyl boxes.
Dude, my arms are sore, man. My back's sore too.
I remember I had to do 2 loads in the truck. So redoing the floors, I had to do 2 loads in the truck. Yeah, that lowered the truck like.
Yeah.
And then those boxes are not light.
Yeah, I had to ask my dad to come to Home Depot. I was like, "Yo, this isn't gonna," because like I knew it would fit in my mom's truck, but I was like, "Dude, it's 2 sets of 28s." I was like, and then coming home already, I was like, "Dude, the truck was so low with just only 1 load," and I was like, I didn't want to go back and forth, man. So yeah,
redoing the floors in your house is a no joke.
Yep.
But anyways, Kato, so I wanted to talk about, since we're talking about movies, I wanted to talk about, AMC Theaters released a video outlining their safety and their cleaning procedures. Mm-hmm. So when you buy your tickets online, like only certain seats you're going to be able to get. Social distancing is going to be required. Mm-hmm. You're going to be required to wear a mask in the theater unless you're eating or drinking. Okay. So question for you. Are you ready to go back into a movie theater to watch a movie with people?
Yeah, I would. I don't know if you want to go, but I definitely want to watch Tenet. I'm a Nolan fanboy. Definitely want to watch Tenet. See, Robert Pattinson in action. See how it goes. Because it's gonna be his. Yeah, it's gonna be his next movie until Batman. I'm thinking, and I've seen. He's
got a movie on Netflix with Spider-Man. Coming in September.
Toby?
Nope.
Tom? Tom, really? How did I not know about this? Oh, okay. Because I thought.
We'll talk about why you don't know about that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
But I tell you what, I am not interested.
Really?
I'm not interested in wearing a mask at a movie theater.
See, the thing is that the mask thing doesn't really bother me too much until my nose starts to get itchy. I don't know if that's just my a skin condition that I have, but when I wear it, like walking the dog, I always start scratching my nose, and then especially if I scratch my nose, sometimes you sneeze, and I'm like, oh, I'm hoping nobody heard me, and they're gonna freak out.
So we're super cautious.
I definitely want to. Yeah,
we're super cautious at home. Like I had a scratchy throat earlier in the week, just for an hour. My throat, I was like, oh, I'm getting a sore throat. It was an hour, and I had to sleep on the couch. Exactly. And everybody was wearing a mask when they came around me.
That's hilarious.
So if I went to the theater, like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's gonna
not
be
ready to
weird.
go to the theater.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch a movie with a mask on. It's like I've been going to work 2 days a week now, wearing a mask for 6 or 7 hours. I do not like it, and it's hot outside. It's 109. Yeah. It's going to be 109 degrees today.
Yeah, exactly, man. That's why the AC's blasted right now.
Even though movie theaters is usually cool.
Oh, very cool.
I don't want to. I don't want to wear a mask. I don't want to go around other people, because even though, you go out, you still have people who don't want to wear masks. Even though it's required in the theater, people are going to take it off, and I'm going to have to punch someone in the mouth. I don't want to deal with that.
Exactly. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of miss it, but I just want to watch a goddamn movie. And
I miss it too. I want to go back to watching movies.
Yeah, he's not going to release it on digital, so
we all want it to go back to our pre-COVID days where everybody was, you go into theater, you hear coughing, and theaters are gross. Yeah, like coughing and sneezing and babies and like people are going to go in there.
That's the thing I don't miss the most is the baby part. I hate it when especially if it's like a rated R movie, and then like the baby starts crying, it just ruins the environment.
And it's when you spend a significant amount of time with people, that's when it's most likely to, you're most likely to get sick or something. But
yeah,
so I really want to go watch a movie after I have a vaccine or something, man.
I don't know. And like I said, for me, I would definitely be down to do it. If worst case scenario, I would be willing to wear one of those painting suits. Like in Breaking Bad or something. I'm down.
You're gonna get in full mock gear.
I would totally do that. Just go watch a movie, man, if they let me.
See, I like to be comfortable, and I just go there and worry. It's like, oh, you fucking coughed. Oh, you coughed. Oh, you asshole. You coughed before. Or someone sneezes next to you, and you're like, you got COVID now? No. Like I said, I had a scratch in my throat, and we were freaking out, and I was taking my temperature every 5 minutes to make sure, just because I had a slight sore throat. So because if I going into work now, going to work 2 days a week, if I have a headache, slightly runny nose, a sore throat, or anything, I can't even go into work. So we have strict rules, and I don't know, it's making me I'm probably overly paranoid, because I know, like, you're wearing a mask, I'm wearing a mask, the percentages are like really super low.
We talked about this last time,
that anything's going to happen. And even if you do get sick, the percentages are even lower that you're going to get really sick. But, so logically I know that, but
it's been incepted into your mind.
Little paranoid. When you have kids, I think it's a little bit different, right?
Yeah,
you don't want to bring anything home. If it was just me, if I go out and get sick, I don't care, but I don't want to bring anything home to kids, even though kids are even less likely to get sick. But
yeah. Anyway. So what's up next is Joe. So what's going on with this Netflix thing that you're talking about? Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. Tom Holland and Robert Pattinson have a movie coming out on Netflix like mid-September.
Oh, really? Okay. Because I don't have Netflix, but yeah.
Yeah, and so that's what I want to talk about. So I saw this article that said Netflix continues dominance with 34% of total streaming time. So, Kato, you're someone who is not a part of that 34%.
Yes, I'm not. But actually, this because usually, if anything, I would just borrow somebody's Netflix if I wanted to watch a movie. But like for me, the last time I used Netflix was wanted to support my boy Mark Wahlberg on his terrible movie with the guy from Black Panther. I forgot what it was.
Wakanda Forever?
Yeah. That guy, whatever. Anyways, I ended up subscribing for Netflix. I think it was like $20 or something like that.
So
just for 1 month, just to watch it. But
is it the Black Panther actor?
No, not Chadwick Boseman. It's the other guy. The
Michael B. Jordan.
No, not Michael B. Jordan. The other guy, the wolf guy. I don't know. If you see it, you'll know. Yeah, if I remember, he's like in charge. Is he the one who was in charge of the rhinos or something? No. The guy who healed him, I think, in the ice when he got icicled.
Oh, the big guy who's the other tribe's leader. Okay.
A bear guy or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either. But yeah. But Angela's friend is actually starring in a movie with Jamie Foxx and Joseph Levitt-Gordon that comes out.
Joseph who?
Joseph Levitt-Gordon.
JGL?
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Did I say it the wrong way?
You're like all over the place with people's names today. Robert Patterson, Joseph Levitt-Gordon.
So it's Joseph Gordon-Levitt? Is that what you said?
JGL, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So those three are going to be in a movie called, I think, Powers on Netflix. So I'll definitely, I want to support him. So definitely going to watch that tomorrow because I think it came out yesterday. It's about like somebody like, what I read about it was people taking a drug and they have like superpowers for like 5 minutes or something like that.
Oh,
and
interesting.
That's kind of what the premise is like. So I guess there's like a drug lord passing this out, and then I'm guessing people get powers and whatnot. But yeah, I didn't know much about it until girlfriend told me about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, can we watch on Sunday? Can we watch this movie?" I was like, "Oh sure, cool."
Well, we watch a lot of Netflix in our house, like almost exclusively Netflix. Like right now, I think we've been watching that show Community for like 2 months.
Oh really?
Straight. Wow. 2 months.
Yeah.
Like we just keep watching it over and over and over and over and over again.
It's so good, man. Is it the 4th season or 5 seasons?
I think it's 5 seasons.
Yeah, I was sad that Childish Gambino left, and that's kind of where I stopped. I didn't even watch the last 2 seasons after that.
They're still good. They're not as good.
Yeah.
I didn't like I know they say Chevy Chase is a jerk. I didn't like when Chevy Chase left either. I liked his character.
Did you go dive into that controversy at all?
Nah.
Yeah, I listened to what he called I think is it Justin Roiland that? No, Dan Harmon. He told Dan Harmon was like left him a voicemail saying you're a beep 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 beep. Yeah, it was. I was like, damn, it was crazy. Yeah, it was pretty.
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but the later seasons they're still good, but they're not as good. Yeah, definitely. But I'm a part of that. Definitely a part of that 34%. You know, I like to watch The Witcher and The Office, and
I was just so, I don't know. For me, I'm not a huge Witcher fan because I know you are, and I only know about it because of the game. But apparently it's a book beforehand.
I'm not a huge Witcher fan.
Oh, I thought you were.
I'm just a Witcher fan.
Okay, anyways. But I thought the first episode was pretty good. The first episode, I was like, yes, if it's going to be like this for the rest of the season, it's going to be awesome. But then I just felt like it just went uphill and then just kind of went down. And the time skip thing is kind of annoying too in my.
So did you have Netflix and you watched it?
Yeah, if I remember, that was when I since you know you pay for I pay for Netflix for like a whole month. I'm like, oh, I gotta watch something else. You know what I mean? You gotta make the money worth it. But so yeah, I ended up watching The Witcher at that time too. Yeah, we binged it. I think in like a weekend or something like that. Me and the girlfriend.
It's not that many episodes, but season 2, they did just resume filming season 2, and there shouldn't be the weird time wonkiness this time. They said. Yeah,
I heard this one is actually the Origins now, which is kind of weird.
No, that's going to be a spin-off show.
Oh, it's going to be about. Oh, okay. So there's two new things there. Okay, because last what I heard about it was that they're gonna go all the way back, or something like that, to before The Witcher 2 show. But okay, cool. That'd be interesting. I might check it out. I'm not sure. After that first season, I don't know.
Hey, first season was good enough to get a second season.
It's on Netflix. They're making money anyways.
You know, I think there was one more movie that I watched. Oh yeah, now I'm remembering. My mind is percolating, and I'm remembering. So I watched, and this was on Netflix. End of Watch. Definitely need to watch that.
Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was a good movie. I hated the ending.
Of course you did.
I hated the ending.
Of course you did.
Because it was like, I won't spoil anything, but it was such a good build-up, but I felt like the ending fell flat. That's just my point of view. It's just my point of view.
I like the ending. I mean, that's an older movie, and I had never seen it. I was going through Netflix, bored. I think that was when I was trying to watch Man from U.N.C.L.E. I was trying to find Man from U.N.C.L.E. I couldn't find it. I was going through, okay, what are the different movies in Netflix? And I was like, oh, end of watch. And I just turned it on. Sometimes, like, you just turn on movies, and they end up being good.
And it has a good cast, too. Jake Gyllenhaal.
So. Yeah, that was good. I recommend End of Watch. I like that. Even though, never mind.
Well then, with that said, Joe, let's move on to the video game section. So for me, I guess I'll get a start off is actually because of you, I actually got the Xbox Game Pass for $1 for the first month. And we actually started playing the Halo Master Chief Collection. And we just finished Halo Reach, if I recall.
Yeah, we played all of the. So we're playing on PC because all of the games aren't out on PC yet, and they're releasing the Master Chief Collection on PC, and so that's why you and I want to play because you're a PC gamer. So we started. Actually, we started in chronological order because Halo Reach is actually
prequel to Halo. Comes
out before Halo 4, after Halo 3, and is actually Bungie's last Halo game before 343 took over. But chronologically, in the Halo timeline, it takes place before Halo Combat Evolved. So that's where we started with Halo Reach, because it comes first in the story. And actually, there was an Easter egg that we didn't see, because you had asked me if the Master Chief was in Halo Reach, and he is, but you have to know how to find him.
Told you. It just wouldn't make sense.
So towards the end of the game, we're on that last moment where you have to fire off that big gun. The huge gun, and that dude dies. So when they come and pick us up, you have to know to look to the right, and you have to hold your look to the right in the Pelican, which is the ship that picks you up, and the Master Chief is on the right. And that's just a little Easter egg.
Bro, was he just chilling there, or what was he doing?
He's in his cryo container. Because Halo Combat Evolved starts with the Master Chief in cryostasis, and they unfreeze him, and he wakes up. So you see him in his cryo container on that ship. But it's an Easter egg, though. It's not like canon that the Master Chief is chilling in there.
Okay. Yeah, I got
it. So what did you think of Halo Reach? Keep in mind, it is an older game.
Yeah, it's like I think it was like made in like 2000. I want to say like 6 or something, right? Maybe. Who knows? I definitely know it was a good game. I was walking into it not thinking that it was just gonna be fun to play, just you and me. But for me, I don't know. This story just kind of fell flat so far for me. It's kind of like the Destiny effect. It just it's fun, just you and me, just shooting the shit and killing people. But story, I don't know. Just seems kind of boring. Yeah, whenever we pick up a girlfriend, they fucking die. But I guess that's just what happens in the game.
But you play games more for the action than the story. Am I right?
No, I would like a game with the story though, which is why I thought The Last of Us 1 was good, but The Last of Us 2, I felt like the story wasn't as good as 1.
Okay.
So because Sekiro, I thought was a gameplay wise a difficult game, but the story was just non-existent. You know what I mean? And that's why I was thinking about playing Horizon Zero Dawn, and I still haven't picked that up yet. But they're having a bunch of patches apparently. Apparently the port wasn't that great.
Not as good as Death Stranding's port, is what I've heard too.
Yeah, I heard from what I'm aware of, Death Stranding's port was like incredible. So I don't know, but yeah, I didn't really like that game either. But
so after Halo Reach, then you gave up on me.
No, well, I didn't give up on you. I was just tired because of that day. I just had a long day. And I was like, dude, so literally I got off at like 5:30, walked the dog, and I just knocked out literally for like 4 hours.
That's fine. If you don't want to play Halo on a night, that's fine. But you said, okay, well, since Halo Infinite is delayed, then we're just not going to play this right now.
No, so that was like my excuse, because I knew that if I was just to say that I was just tired, then you would have just given me hell shit about it. And you're like, oh yeah, I have to do the same thing too. I was working all day as well.
I wasn't sitting waiting for you.
Well, that's why
I had forgot about it. So
yeah,
said,
I texted you. I was like, dude, I'm like half asleep right now. So yeah.
All right. So next week though, we'll pick it up.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
Combat Evolved.
I don't know about next week, but definitely in the week
we'll
after.
Figure it out.
Yeah, because
we'll figure it out.
I have to do the floors. But yeah, I'll resubscribe to it if anything, because I'm pretty sure.
I had to re-up
already. Oh, you had to re-upgrade?
I had to re-up it had just expired. Before we played Halo Reach, it had just expired, so I had to re-up anyway.
Yeah, I'll probably do it too. I kind of been thinking about maybe playing Control afterwards down the road, because I heard that's visually really great, but I might just have to wait for it, because it's a really short game, but I heard visually wise it was really good, but I don't think my graphic card's enough to play with it.
Is it on Game Pass?
Yeah, if I'm correct, yeah, it should be on Game Pass.
See, it's going to save you money already.
Yeah, but it's like $5 or $10 on Steam.
We could play Sea of Thieves.
Isn't that game like from like 2008?
No, it looks like it's from 2008, but Xbox is like, this is a new awesome game.
No, because I remember watching the trailer for that when they first announced it, and I was like, this game is gonna be so bad.
Okay, so Kato, you've been playing a game I've only like heard of. I know like a lot of popular streamers are playing it. So have you been playing this Fall Guys? Yeah.
Fall Guys. So it's a game that came out, I think, last Monday, if I recall correctly. I was watching, when I'm on Twitch, I've been watching people play it in beta, and it looked fun. So I told the girlfriend that she should definitely check it out and stream it when it comes out, and that she did. She had to get some good view accounts because of it. So it's just basically it's basically just Mario Party, but
not Mario.
But yeah, not Mario, and you play against 60 different people. So I thought it was fun. It's only $20 as well. I think your daughter would definitely like it to play with their friends, because it's kind of a game where it's literally no stress, and it's like it's fun because it's something for you to try, because you'll die and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? And it's just like weird mechanics, but it's like really simple as well. But yeah, okay. I would definitely recommend playing it if you want. Yeah, like I said, it's only $20 on Steam, and worst case scenario, you can play it for like an hour, and if you don't like it, you can just return it, because that's Steam's policy. But you probably won't, because whenever you play a game with me, you're not that really good anyways. Yeah, but other than that, those are the only thing I've been playing, and then obviously Dota 2 on the side whenever I get bored.
You say I'm not good because I'm not used to playing on that game on PC.
Yeah, exactly. But even if we played it on console, I'm pretty sure it won't be good either.
I played Halo all my life on a console with an Xbox controller. Played it on PC. Got to get my key binds. Actually, the part of the problem was I needed a new mouse. Like my left click was failing. So my left click was failing on my old mouse. So I had the Logitech 660 MMO mouse, and my left click has been failing for a while. So I bought a new one, and it didn't work. It worked for like 10 minutes, and then the left click stopped working on that one too. So I actually
on it too hard, dude, or
I got a small little soft hand, so no.
You should do that new Razer mouse.
No, this is what I got. This is what I got.
So it looks like another Corsair. Is that Corsair MMO mouse?
Yeah.
How do you like it?
RGB Elite. I actually really like it a lot.
That's good.
So it has these, because I like to play it. Some
MMO.
So it has side buttons, but yeah. So I got that and said I'm really happy that I got it. It's like $100 though, but it should last.
It should last a really long time. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Cool. So what have you been playing?
Well, let's hold on, Kato.
What?
Well, you have an addiction.
Of what?
An addiction called Dota.
I just play it once in a while. When I get super bored, there's nothing else for me to play, so I had to play it.
Keep saying you're retiring.
Yeah.
So how many games of Dota have you played in the past 2 weeks?
Past 2 weeks.
And what is your MMR?
I would say like 10 games probably. Like I said, I just play whenever I get really bored and I can't sleep. My MMR is at 5,600 or something.
It's like 8 hours worth of gameplay right there.
Yeah. Just like I said, there's nothing else. That is true. It's just I don't have anything really to play. Doesn't catch me. So that's why I've been playing more Fall Guys, and then I'm starting to clean the room. So I'll definitely won't be playing it that much this week.
Hey, Kato, you're the one who says you can play. I don't care how much Dota you want to play, but you always say you're going to quit. You're not going to play anymore. And then,
I just got to find something else, man.
That's maybe like 2 days, and then I see my Steam pop up. Kato is playing Dota 2.
Hey, that's the same thing as you. I can say the same thing as you for Star Wars.
That's right. You can. And so the past 2 weeks, that's all I've played.
Yeah, I know. No Ghost of Tsushima?
I have not touched Ghost of Tsushima.
Bro, aren't you like close to the end too?
Second act. I like the game. I'll get back to it. But Star Wars always calls to me.
Yeah,
Star Wars: The Old Republic. It's on Steam now, Kato. It's on Steam now. It's still free to play. Been trying to get a lot of other people to play it. Nobody play it with me. So
yeah, I should get some viewers to play with you, man.
I'm like solo all the time, which is perfect because I like to play solo anyway. But
why ask me?
So I switched servers. I started on a new server. So when you switch servers, it resets everything except for the actual physical money that you have in your account.
Okay.
Right. So
which
they're called
you do a subscription.
They're called cartel coins, right? So you have that's purchased with your subscription or with real world money. So you don't lose that, but everything else resets when you switch servers. So I switched servers, and because I just wanted to start from scratch completely. And what I want to do is, because there are 8 character classes you can play, and I've only ever finished one. And I've been playing since beta, but I've only ever finished one. So you have a couple Jedi on each side. So you have 2 Jedi on each side, and then you have a smuggler, a bounty hunter, a trooper, and like a Imperial spy. So I've only ever finished one of the Jedi on the Republic side, and I want to finish them all. I've been playing this game for 8 years, and I've never completed the whole game with one character. And so I want to do all the characters, and then I want to finish the game with 1 or 2 characters. So, not like I don't like Ghost of Tsushima, but I don't know. It just it always calls me back in.
That's the only thing that I'm worried about is that I'm afraid that Star Wars is going to suck you in like it usually always does, and then it's going to be too much of a time difference when it comes back to Ghost of Tsushima to where you have to start over again, because that happens to you very often, and the viewers won't know it, but I know that. That's how I know you. I know you very well.
So here's my problem with Ghost of Tsushima is when I play it, it sucks me up for hours. Like if I think about, if I play Ghost of Tsushima today, right, it's going to suck up 4 or 5 hours of my day. And Star Wars: The Old Republic doesn't do that. It can do that, but that's something I know that, like, during the week, after dinner, or hell, I've even been playing it before work in the morning. So I could just pop it on and play it for an hour and then be done. I could pop it on in the morning, play it for an hour and be done. But if I pop on Ghost of Tsushima, I'm like 4 or 5 hours of my day. So when I think about turning it on, I'm like, well, I want to play, but I don't want to play for 4 or 5 hours.
That makes sense. I guess in a way, I'm kind of the opposite, or kind of similar. Because like for me, if I was to start, like, for example, when I was playing Death Stranding, I didn't play Dota at all because I wanted to finish that game. And I have a thing to where, like, if it's a game that I committed, I wanted to finish it. But I do understand, like, for example, like you were saying with Star Wars, so you can play for like an hour. Like, for example, I could just jump in, play a game of Dota for like an hour, and then just be done with it. My girlfriend will probably yell at me, because usually when you lose, you I get the innocent like, damn it, I want to play the next one. That's kind of like the hardship about the game. It's like you lose and you're like, fuck, I gotta play the next one to win. And that's kind of like the addiction that kicks in. But lately I've grown up to the point where I'm like, okay, I can stop. I'll live with it.
And really there are no until November.
Yeah.
There are really no games coming out. In the meantime, there's plenty of time.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that too, because I remember Red Dead Redemption was kind of the same scenario as well, where it came out really late. So the fact that honestly, I understand logically, Cyberpunk is gonna be within 2020, but is there like a cutoff to where like best game of the year for 2020? Is there a thing like that? You know what I mean?
There is a cutoff. It might be I think it's usually the first week of November
or something. Okay, yeah. Because I was just curious about that. Because I remember, if I remember correctly, God of War came out like in a December timeline. I think I could be wrong, but I know Red Dead Redemption 2 was the same scenario as well. Just curious because game of the year so far. What did I say was game of the year this year? Did I say anything at all? Yeah, I don't even think there's a game of the year.
It's Ghost of Tsushima. Cyberpunk will be a contender.
Yeah. I actually was recommended from my cousin who came over on Thursday. He's been playing Ghost of Tsushima, and he's actually the one person who says, I do not recommend the game to me.
Why?
Because he said it's too much of a grinding game, and that's not the game that I like to play.
You don't really like open world games.
Yeah, so that's what he told me. He's like, I wouldn't like it because you have to like level up and whatnot to fight the next boss, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So maybe that's just how he plays. But
look, open world games, they take up a lot of your time, and this game isn't even like, I wouldn't even say this is a super open world game. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it has a lot of quests, and that's my problem. Is I need to, when I get back to the game, I need to not do the side quests. I need to just ignore the side quests.
I've been told it's easy to platinum it because of all you have to do is just do all the side quests, all the missions, and you platinum the game.
Yeah, there's these people. You walk by these people. He has a convo bubble over her head, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, bandits killed my husband. You have to go kill them." I'm like, of course, I'm a samurai. I have to. I can't ignore it. So I just need to not talk to those people.
You gotta be like, "Hey, yo, bitch, no, I got my own business to do."
Because my Jin is pretty upgraded. He's pretty upgraded. I think I'm just killing fools like crazy. I think you would be proud if you watched me play. I don't die. I die very rarely.
Now my question is, if I think probably who usually makes gaming statues? If Gaming Aheads was to make a Jin statue, would you get it?
No, Prime One Studio is making a Jin.
Oh, are they? Okay, are you gonna get it?
No.
Oh?
No.
Okay.
No video game statues for me, unless it's Batman.
True. Okay, that makes sense. Cool.
Yeah, so really nothing coming out until November.
Yeah, and I think I might pick. I don't know. I'm still kind of torn if I should play that game or not. So I don't really have anything to play. Yeah, because I don't really have anything to play for the rest of the year. Not really looking forward to anything.
So Cyberpunk is doing a series. I think it's called
like Night City or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And so they're releasing the gameplay. They're talking about some of the mechanics. So the most recent thing they talked about was
classes.
The origins. You have 3 origins you can pick from.
Like Nomad, Street Kid. I don't know what
Corpo.
Corpo, yeah. Because I was thinking about doing the middle one. Was that Street Kid?
Street Kid,
yeah. If anything, if I was to try it, kind of Corpo maybe too, but I don't know.
I'm debating between those two too, between Corpo and Street Kid, but
yeah,
I'm getting more hype for this game.
I don't know. I didn't really see much of the gameplay. I was just watching a small stream about it that somebody was reviewing it, and I was like, oh, might as well watch it.
Well, it's an RPG. Mm-hmm. It's going to have heavy RPG elements, so heavy
first as well too. So
heavy building your characters. I don't know if you like stuff like that, but putting points into stuff and optimizing your builds but really,
Keanu Reeves in it, so we'll see.
Yeah, and then the news coming out, kind of a game that was supposed to come out at that exact same time and has been delayed. So Halo Infinite has been delayed to 2021 with no new official date.
We kind of knew this going in. After, I think when they released the last trailer or gameplay. Remember when I was telling you about like the one shot and whatnot? When I saw that, I was like, dude, that game's not done. That game's definitely not done.
Nope.
It just didn't look good. I don't know what I said on that episode, but it looked okay. It like we talked about it too. It doesn't look next gen.
Mm-hmm. That's the problem. It doesn't look next gen.
It doesn't look next gen. It looks like a game that was made for like the Xbox X, which obviously it is for. But yeah, I'm not surprised. And then Xbox also announced that their new console is coming out in November. They didn't tell us a date, but I guess.
Yeah, but getting back to Halo's delay though, I'm actually super happy about it, and I think it's both good and bad. I think it's good because I was worried about trying to juggle Cyberpunk and Halo at the same time.
Mm-hmm. But
now I don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I am good. Oh,
and also you had a project for work too to do that, if I remember correctly as well.
No, that project's going on right now. That'll be finished in September. That was the original release date for Cyberpunk was September, and I was going to have a big conflict. So I was happy when Cyberpunk got delayed. Now I'm happy that Halo has been delayed because I do not have a conflict with Cyberpunk for the end of the year.
Okay, that's good then. They helped you out. A lot of companies have been helping you out, man. Well, quick question for this Halo game: is it 343 Industries or whatever that's making it, or?
Yep,
it is. Oh, who cares? Okay, cool.
All right, so Xbox Series S. We know nothing about it, but it leaked, right?
What do you mean? Oh, that's the different version, right?
Different version.
Another version, yeah.
So like Sony, they're going to have two different versions. But here's the thing,
I thought the Series S is going to be like a little dumber down, if I'm correct, because I know there was an Xbox S and there's an Xbox X, and the S came out before the X. So I'm guessing maybe the S is going to be the one where it's digital or something.
This is where Xbox is really screwing up, because you have the Xbox One X, you have the Xbox One S, you have the Xbox Series S, and the Xbox Series X. Yes. It's like, what the hell? Which console are they talking about even?
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. That's why when you were saying, I was like, wait, the Xbox One S is already out. And you said Series S. I was like, oh, this must be the next
Series S.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's going to be a lower tier versus the Series X.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm thinking it would probably just be the non-digital version, I want to say. I mean, the digital version. That would just make sense.
I was thinking about pre-ordering a Series X, but with Halo delayed,
don't do it.
There's no way. There's nothing I want to play.
Because you're gonna wait. Because, like I said it last episode that they're gonna release it. They're gonna release Halo, which is like their mascot, for when the game launch out. They're gonna be like, special version, and I know 100% that you're gonna get it. Okay, 99.99% you're gonna get it.
Yeah, probably.
Unless I talk you out of it. Because you're just kind of like the design of the controller. You're like, oh, this is so cool. I know.
So Halo being delayed doesn't just free the way for Cyberpunk. It also frees the way for PlayStation 5 for me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not worrying about Series X right now because I'm not going to have any games.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is that the PS5 doesn't really have that many games too. Besides, have they officially announced that Miles is going to be a launch game?
Launch title.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
yeah. Be playing Cyberpunk. So, and we're going to be playing Godfall.
But I can play it on PC.
We're playing it on PS5.
Why?
Because
Did you see State of Play?
You said you're getting a PS5.
Yeah, but did you see State of Play?
Playing Godfall.
Did you see State of Play? Dude, the framework on that is terrible.
That's what we're gonna be playing.
It's super grainy.
Well, anyways, so there is a GTA 6 rumor that's going around, Kato. I want to get your opinion on
this GTA 6 rumor has been happening ever since GTA 5 came out. So what's this new rumor? What's this new rumor that came out?
The rumor is that GTA 6 is going to be a timed exclusive for PlayStation 5.
No.
That's the rumor.
No.
Look, Sony and Rockstar have been in bed together for a little while.
Have they? Is that how
GTA 5 was announced on the Sony stage?
Dude, that's pretty big for Sony. Sony got a big up right there if that's true.
If that's true, that's huge, but I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think so.
Rocksteady doesn't need Sony's money.
Rockstar doesn't even need money at all. Isn't GTA 5 still one of the top selling games of all time? And
it is.
Dude, that game's been out for like 10 years, have it not?
A long time. Yeah. They're still updating GTA Online.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because that's the thing. Because when that game first came out, they promised so much to where it lost at least me. Because I was playing online with my cousin. And we were having a blast. And we're just like, oh, Heist is supposed to come out. And then 4 years later, finally Heist came out. And then I texted my cousin. I'm like, are we going back into it? He's like, no, dude. That game's 4 years old.
A lot of people play it
online. There's still a lot of That's how they're making a lot of money, is all that microtransactions.
So, Sony State of Play. What did you see that you liked on there?
Nothing, honestly.
Because it wasn't really about PlayStation 5, which is why I didn't tune in.
It was a bunch of just indie games. They showed us some Godfall classes and gameplay. But other than that, I just kind of fell asleep after. Just kind of boring.
I did watch the Godfall. You didn't want to play it?
Oh, looks kind of just like Dynasty Warriors. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Oh, you like Dynasty Warriors?
I did when I was a kid. It's just too little hacky slashy for me. Because didn't you say you didn't like Metal Gear Rising? Or you didn't play it?
I never played it.
Yeah.
I
heard it's too hacky slashy. Because the only hack and slash game that I thought was really good gameplay was God of War.
So this is a looter. They're calling it a looter slash.
Yeah, so it's like you gotta fight people for like loot, right? Mm-hmm. You know, that's not how the way I work. I want to play a game with a good story. Give me a game with a good story.
Good action.
A mixture of both would make it an excellent game. Because that's the thing. Because for me, The Last of Us gameplay wasn't that great, but the story was great. Last of Us 2 gameplay was almost identical, and the story wasn't as good as the first one, if that makes sense. So that's
okay. You mentioned something to me. You mentioned that you were possibly going to get into VR.
Yeah, I have been thinking about that actually. Still have been, but I was gonna have the floors done first. And then maybe I'll have a little reorganize the room. The only thing that I was afraid of is that my dog always follows me around. So I'm afraid that if I put the VR headset in the room, I might step on her.
What you do is you get a dog fence and you put it around you while you're playing.
But then what happens if I hit the dog fence and flip over? You know what I mean?
It's total immersion.
See? So I have been thinking about it. I really have been thinking about it, but I don't want to keep it. That's the thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because there's no other good games. What other VR games can you think of? Half-Life Alyx, Batman VR, and Resident Evil 7. That's literally the only 3 games I would play. I can beat Resident Evil 7 probably in 2 days. I can beat Batman VR in probably 1 night. And Half-Life Alyx is probably like a week at least. Other than that, what else would you play on VR?
Porn.
Well, I can already do that on my phone.
VR porn.
Yes, I can already do that on my phone. I'm sure.
Smell your fingers. No, I mean, I don't think there's any reason to invest in VR right now either. I'm interested. Think of games that are coming out that would be awesome in VR, like Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah,
that's not VR, or Star Citizen, something like that in VR would be amazing. But that's not on the horizon. So why spend the money on it?
Yeah, because I don't know. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. It's like $600 to have something that you're only gonna use 3 times. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's kind of like the issue that I'm having as of right now. But we'll see.
You would get it on. You would get Oculus or Samsung?
Yeah, the one that's portable. But I would hook it up to my computer to make it faster. Because I think it's the Quest. I think Oculus Quest. I think that's what people are saying, that Oculus Quest is good because it's standalone. But if you hook it to your computer, then it'll process faster or something. That's what I've been heard of. But I haven't looked totally into it. I have been looking into VR games to play if I do get it. Like I said, I don't want to just buy something, throw like $600 onto something, and just play it for 3 games. You
could play Trover Saves the Universe.
That's a game? That was a movie. Oh, God.
It's a Justin Roiland VR game.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Travers versus the universe.
Trover.
Right?
Saves the Universe.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that, actually. Yeah, because then there's a Rick and Morty one, too.
See, there you go. There's 2 more. You could play Vader Immortal.
Yeah, which is what I wanted you to play, because I know you like the storyline and all that stuff of that. But
you don't like Star Wars, so
yeah, I'm not a Star Wars fan. Not a Star Wars fan.
All right, we're at 1 hour and 11 minutes.
Yeah,
no UFC 252.
No UFC 252. Okay, cool. All right, I will close it out then. Thanks, guys, for watching this episode with me and Joe. That's it, right?
Are you stuck?
No, I just didn't really know what else to say.
You just say, thanks, everyone, for checking out this latest episode of...
Oh, yeah, my wrap-up. I'll do my wrap-up. Okay, cool.
Do your wrap-up.
All right, cool. Thanks, guys, for tuning in on episode 4 with me and Joe. Comment below on YouTube and watch us on the podcast, wherever you're watching this at. Let us know what you think. Let us know what we should cover on the next episode. Other than that, Joe, thanks for getting sloppy with us.
All right. It's been fun. Thanks for getting sloppy.